The global finance and economy are on the verge of collapse. The G-series investment, protecting wealth and life, is the real Noah's Ark of wealth. Mr. Miles Guo's revelation in the live broadcast on March 12, 2023. SVB, or Silicon Valley Bank, has branches in Europe and Asia and is known as the celebrity bank because most of the world's celebrities deposit their money in the SVB, and most of them are collaborators of the Chinese Communist Party. Silvergate Bank, which is also liquidating, plays a pivotal role in the field of blockchain digital currency. If you want to run a big blockchain-based digital currency, it is almost impossible to stay away from Silvergate Bank. Strictly speaking, Silvergate Bank is the chip of the blockchain world. Nearly 20% of the money in SVB is Chinese money. World financial and economic crises often start with banks, bills, and real estate. Recently, the bankruptcy of SVB and Silvergate Bank caused Wang Qishan, Shen Nampeng, Jiang Zhiqing, Pan Shi, other CCP henchmen, the CCP's princelings, who helped the United Front Working Group take down the whistleblower movement, as well as the CCP's useful idiots, Western elites, collaborating with the CCP, to be wiped out. The bankruptcy of SVB and Silvergate Bank is not only a question of how much money is involved, but also a symbol of the collapse of modern financial bonds and bills. It is the beginning of the collapse of the entire financial and the blockchain-based digital currency fields. SVB, Silvergate Bank, and Blackstone's bonds defaulted, followed by the collapse of USDC and USDT. The resulting world economic crisis is now the sum of World War I and World War II. On the verge of the financial crisis, Mr. Guo further warned those fellow fighters who have deposited money in some fiat currency banks. The bigger the bank, the more careful you need to be, because the greater the risk of bankruptcy, especially those banks that have been colluding with the CCP and get too close to the government can no longer survive. All the most trustworthy banks that everyone is familiar with will basically be done for. After the incidents involving SVB and Silvergate Bank, the next series of banks going bankrupt includes Credit Suisse in Switzerland. Deutsche Bank must be doomed. Several major banks in the United Kingdom and the United States will be done for, including Bank of America and Wells Fargo, which have been colluding with the CCP to slander the whistleblower movement. BNP Paribas is 100% screwed. Dukaskapi Bank is also in the same boat. Standard Chartered is absolutely done for because it is too close to the CCP. HSBC, Citibank, and Capital Bank will definitely run into big problems. Australia should thank God if it can keep one of its 4 major banks. Among the top 6 banks in Canada, at least 4 or 5 will be gone, and then they will be in the custody of the government. 99% of insurance companies will also be done for. Mr. Guo reminds everyone to remember, this financial crisis is a major financial reshuffle for all mankind. The most important thing is that you have to consider what you can do if your money in the bank is gone. At present, the only safest way is to invest in the A10 project and buy G Club cards and H-Coin. The A10 project and the G Club cards are the hens that lay the golden eggs, and H-Coin is the future decentralized blockchain-based digital currency in the world. As long as H-Coin and Himalaya Exchange survive this coming financial crisis, they will bring every benefit that you can imagine.